So here we have notes 12.3, and we are looking at finding the mean, the median, the mode, and the range. And this is probably a review for many of you. So this should not take us very long. Let's start with what the mean is. The mean is the average. So if you bowled 4 bowling games and you want to figure out what your average score was, okay, or maybe you took 5 tests in math class and you want to figure out what was that average score for all those tests. That's what we're looking at here. And we have our definition that says that you're going to add all the numbers and then divide by how many you have. So to find my average here, we are literally going to add every single one of these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. And when we type all of those into our calculator and add them up, you should get 976. And because we have 8 numbers, we're going to divide by 8, and our average here is 122. And that's how you find the average, also known as the mean. Let's go ahead and move on to median. When we look at median, we are finding what they call the middle number. When I think of median, I think of the median on Veterans Parkway. It is the grass that divides both lanes of traffic, the north traffic from the south traffic. So that's an example of a median. Sometimes your median can be, just a concrete. It's in the middle. So the middle of the road would be an example of a median. So first of all, and most important, this is a very common mistake students make, is that all numbers must be in order. Every single number has to be in order. So let's go ahead and put these numbers in order. My smallest number is 104. And then I have another 104. And I have another 104. And you can notice that I'm kind of crossing them off as I go. That helps you to make sure that you don't accidentally miss one. Then we have 109. And then I see a 113. And then next would come 117. And then we have a 136. And last we have 189. And so now we do have all those numbers in order. And the method I kind of go through as I'm trying to find that middle number is just kind of cross them off as you go. Which one is going to land in the middle? And sometimes it's just one number in the middle. But in this example, we actually have 2 numbers that are in the middle. So now we need to find the middle of those 2 numbers. And how do we do that? Well, we find the average. We find the mean of those 2 numbers. What is in the middle? Many of you could probably do this in your head. What's in the middle of 109 and 113? If you can't do that in your head, we add just those 2 numbers up, and we get 222. We divide by 2, and hopefully you know that 111 is between these 2 numbers. It is the middle of those 2 numbers. So that is the median. So sometimes it's just one number in the middle, and sometimes you have to actually find the average of those 2 numbers. So we added just those 2. Because we only added 2 numbers, we only divided by the number of 2. And we found our median at 111. Let's go ahead and move on to our mode. And your mode is literally the number that you see appears the most. So which number is written more than one time? Or sometimes you can have more than one mode. And sometimes maybe every number is only written one time. Then you would just write no mode. Here we have the number 104 written 3 times. And every other number is only written 1 time. So the 104 appears the most. So your mode is 104. That's it. Again, some examples, they might all be written one time and you would write no mode. And some other examples, maybe you would have two modes and you'd have to write both of the numbers because they both appear more than the others. And last but not least, we're going to go ahead and talk about the range. And the range is the difference in the smallest and biggest number. So what is that difference? So we need to obviously spot our smallest number. All of these are the mode and the range and the median are much easier if you just put every single number in order like we have to for the median. So my suggestion would be to start out that way. Before you find the mean, the median, the mode, and the range, put them all in order. Just get into that habit. Well, let's find our smallest number here. We know it's going to be that 104. And if we find our largest number, it's 189. And so the difference means subtraction of 189 minus 104. You're going to get a range of 85, meaning that from that smallest number to that biggest number, there's 85 numbers in between there. So there is a review of mean, median, mode, and range, and tomorrow will be practice. Have a great day.